Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hi, and welcome to the ActionVFX live stream. Before we start chatting away, do let us know. Can you hear us? Can you see us? Are we loud and clear? Let us know in the comments. And also, we have a warm-up question for you all, just to kind of get the chat rolling, get everyone comfortable. And we want to know, what projects are you working on? Could be a film, could be a VFX comp. We want to know what you're working on right now, whether it's passion project or maybe freelance and stuff. Just let us know what sort of skills you're developing at the moment. You may have already noticed that we have Doug back.
Whee! Hi, everybody. I'm back.
Yeah, and because we've got a very quiet studio at the moment. I mean, I'm glad that you're here because I get to be jealous with someone. Because the guys are all on shoot that we'll talk about a bit later on. So I get to show you some photos and videos that they've been sending me, and together we can just sit and get quite jealous about what they're up to.
Love it. Love it. Yeah, no, I just been in Nuke finishing up that course that we just did, the free course, and hanging out in my little corner doing it all. So it's great to hang out and get to chat all things VFX.
Yeah, because you were on last month for the live stream where we had just, I believe at the time, the third chapter had come out, maybe.
Yeah, just the third, and there was a little teaser trailer that we released. It was really fun to see Wyatt put together. Looked great.
Yeah, but we this time around, I mean, the whole course is now out.
Yep, all free, all 6 chapters, and I even passed to. There seemed to be some requests too for some of the assets, like the tentacles, some example scripts. So those have all been passed over to Wyatt to hand out as he wants.
Okay.
So that might be something that people can look forward to if they're wanting to dig even deeper into the courses.
We've had a bunch of the feedback from that course has been nothing but positive. Like there's been so many people saying how helpful it's been. I was speaking to a VFX supervisor earlier today who's well trained in Nuke, but still checked it out because they were like, oh, well,
that's great.
That was really helpful. They were, everything that you were talking about with Roto and stuff as well, like the machine learning.
Yeah, brand new things. It's a rapidly developing space. So these courses they're very evergreen. It's all these core skills, but teasing that it's not a static piece of software. It's constantly evolving, especially right now. So it's a really exciting time to get into Nuke, and super excited to share all the information.
Yeah, no, and we've appreciated having you as well. And are you working on anything else at the moment? He says no.
Oh man, I can't tell you anything that I'm working. I'm working on a lot of really cool things. So my job right now is kind of this fun little hybrid where I have all my core VFX skills, but it's also about this creative technology. How do we apply these skills to some creative aspects? So a lot of XR, experiments, a lot of experiential work. We just wrapped this really fun project for the Final Four, the men's Final Four down in San Antonio and the women's Final Four out in Tampa. If there are any basketball fans here, we had this really neat LED wall experience where you got to step into this cube. That was this big basketball game. And it was an interactive shoot. You shot the ball. We had some computer vision cameras tracking the trajectories, giving some AI feedback and heckles and crowd responses. Really, really fun. We got some holograms that we composited in using Nuke. So I got to brush out the old Star Wars tool sets for the sweet hologram effects. So. It's honestly, that's kind of what I love most about the industry right now is it's not just one discipline. It's about pulling them all together. And Nuke is really, it's my tried and true. It's always there to help me. So yeah, tons of projects. Can't wait to share them all with you. But super secret. You know how it is.
He's already said too much.
I've already said too much. Yeah, it's already out there. So yeah,
no, it's
super cool.
It's great, and part of this industry is it's not just like doing it for commercials and films and stuff. Like you're saying now, it's now starting to branch out into experiences, and that's really cool and exciting.
Yeah, super neat. It's a really fun place to play in.
Yeah.
We talk a lot about. I think I mentioned it during the course, is that weird pathology of the VFX mind. It's
Mhm.
the super technical side, and then also the super creative, and how those two sides bridge each other. That's where like the VFX magic happens. And
Yeah.
I learned that through Nuke, that thought process of can you take, this creative image you want to make using all this code and this technical background. So I hope that's what people are starting to get from the courses, is that
Mm.
that mindset of, it's great to make pretty pictures, but also like it's the how we get there. And the toolbox that's at your disposal with Nuke is very technical, very
Mm.
artistic. It's just a super fun sandbox to play in. I love Nuke. That's as you can tell.
Yes. Yeah. And that passion does come through in the course as well, because I think it's a very important thing to have someone do a course and
Yeah.
be passionate about that subject matter, because that just irradiates.
Yeah.
And you know your stuff, and you're also very you're very passionate about it. It's very cool.
Yeah, love it. Yeah. Can't wait to share more later. We'll
We're talking about it.
there's always stuff in the works, and some great ideas flowing. So
Yeah.
if anybody has any suggestions too, it's all about the feedback and hearing how everybody likes it, what do they want to learn, whether they, all of it. Let us know.
Yeah, no, we are completely open to any and all suggestions when it comes to tutorials and like anything that you guys want to learn or assets you need. That's a big thing that we're actively doing. So yeah, let us know, and we hear you. But yeah, speaking of stuff that we're working on, we've got a lot of things to cover in this live stream. Most excitingly, we've got the Discord challenge, which was our first this month. Our first ever one this month, just gone. So we're going to be announcing the winner probably at the tail end of this show. But we do have like a couple. We're going to be reviewing some of the submissions, selecting a winner, and reviewing and stuff. But we've also got like I mentioned, we're going to be sitting green with envy a little bit with what Wyatt, Sam, and Ro are currently up to.
I know. I've been following the socials, and I'm just like seeing the little behind the scenes. Like, you guys are having so much fun. It's so cool.
So fun. They've sent me, because they just keep sending me videos, and it's all with the purpose of like going on social or something. But I'm just sitting and stewing, going, "Oh, that looks so cool." I wish to be a part of it. But let's go into what's been released over this month, and then we'll start talking about next month and future things upcoming.
Yeah.
So over this month, so we've got new shiny windows and stuff popping up now, so you can still see us. But yeah, recently released, we have the energy sources. I don't know about you, but I'm terrible with particle animations. So doing like these energy sources are great for magic and like I have used one recently for a portal job, and it's just so quick and easy to be like, okay, this is where the magic is beginning and coming from and point of origin.
Yeah, so super cool. That looks great.
Very, very cool. Like very easy to just apply a glow and then go, wow. We have a shocking amount of new stuff as well, with lightning strikes, storm clouds, volume 2, and also electricity at camera. And this one's for free, lightning speed trails. So if you're trying to become the Flash, then
Speed
Force stuff right here, and it's free for you to download at actionvfx.com. So I don't know why I said the full name of the website, but you know it now, just in case you stumbled across here. But yeah, this is a free one. Nice to download and kind of play around with. Doug, do you do any storm work?
Yeah, no, that's one of those core little bread and butter things with compositing, and you'd be surprised how much is like hand painted still to this day, because a lot of it is about like how the lightning illuminates the interior structures. It's not just an A, B, screen it on top, and then you have a fun storm cloud. The lightning actually like goes in and out of the volumes. So a lot of it is, I mean, you can kind of see that here. It's kind of ducking in, popping out, sending off, little light scatter inside the cloud. And it's all about those quick reads because it's that flash, 2 to 3 frames. That seems to be the magic, spot. And then you get some really neat effects. These look great.
They do. They look fantastic. And like there's so many more electricity arcs that we have on the website that, are available to download, play around with. Electricity is always one where like I always have an urge to put it in my shot even when it doesn't belong there.
Yeah. No,
Like,
there's always those nuke nodes that look amazing. A lot of them are like Blink scripts. I'm like, I can't wait to play with it.
One day it'll call and it'll be right and all. But these are really great. And we've also then had bullet ricochet sparks by EFX. This was from one of our contributors. Really cool pack and been very popular in the month of its release. And yeah, these are really handy. I think we're planning to do a couple of new tutorials coming up soon that will feature these, including one that has been very popular over this month, fabric squib hits.
Ooh, fun.
They're very fun. And again, we've got a tutorial in the works for this in particular that Wyatt has cooked up and done a terrific job at.
Yeah. Those are really neat.
Very, very good, and also saves you destroying some t-shirts.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and just so JHS Sniper sees, we're watching the chat. Don't worry.
We're here.
Keep your questions coming. We're gonna circle on back. I would love to see too, like these fabric squibs. We talked a little bit about in the free tutorial series, teasing a little bit about Copycat, some of the machine learning tools inside a Nuke. These would be really neat to see tracked automatically onto shirts and then propagated out. Really cool assets.
Very cool. And for those that are part of the Essentials plan or considering going on to the Essentials plan, the monthly editions. Oh, hang on, I'm going to move myself out of the way a little bit. Oh no! Oh, sorry, technical error. There we go.
Boom.
For the Essentials catalog this month for May, you're going to be able to access the M1A1 Abrams US tank and large-scale gas explosions. Sorry, they are some big mouthful words. So these are going to be available in the Essentials catalog. So if you've got the Essentials plan, you can dive in, download this without spending any credits. And they're incredible. So I made this this image and a couple of a small little animation I'll play later.
Cool.
In no time at all. It's the first time using a tank for one, but also using explosions. I've not done that many explosions before. So this was really quick and easy to be like, cool, gonna drop in, and looks perfect. So yeah, really do. I do recommend playing around with these if you get the chance.
Absolutely.
So that's it for the past month. What's going to be added to the Essentials catalog? But what are the guys working on? I hear you say in the chat. Actually, sorry, I'm like part seeing the chat, part can't see the chat. So it's I hope you are asking what's coming up, because the guys, as mentioned, are hard at work making new assets for you guys. And you can see along the bottom, the ticker is going off of how many different asset collections we're creating. And because I did think, okay, maybe I could just list through them, but it's too long. It's far too long. It's
a ton. Yeah, they're just churning them out. It's crazy. And they're all a lot of like community suggestions, which is really fun.
Exactly.
So cool.
Very, very cool. And they're new additions of popular assets, as well as, like you've said, Doug, requested ones. We do hear what people are saying, and we want to make sure that we're listening to you. So, again, if you're in the chat and you've got ideas, let's hear them. We might be cooking them up.
Yeah, that's awesome.
The guys have been hard at work. They're on set filming everything. So as you can see, Ro here is on blood duty right now, capturing stuff, and we're going through we've got a couple of photos to go through and a couple of videos, but they've been sending me these things, and you can see how much fun it would be to just throw blood at just a piece of plastic, I guess. But again and again, how many blood splats you could probably do with these squibs.
It's super cool. This is bringing me back to film school days. We
Yeah,
would just go to Home Depot and just buy different ways to spray blood, and that would be the
yeah.
assignment. It was great.
Because you've actually touched on the thing that I thought when I saw this was like, yeah, because I remember getting a plastic bottle and cutting out the top, so you then pour it down, pressurizing everything as well.
Oh yeah,
To
yeah,
build that squib. Yeah, it's very like it's touching that DIY aspect of our assets.
yep. That's great.
But fantastic results as well. Like you can see immediately that splat looks so cool.
Yeah, I want to know the recipe. They have to post the blood recipe. We can. It's always a thing to dig into.
Yeah, no, it's yeah. How do you get that texture?
Yeah, it's nice. I like it.
It's very cool. But yeah, no, they've clearly been, you can see everything in the background there, how many things come together to actually make these assets. And then going into like, I think after this point, yep, they get a swimming pool. And again, what are you going to do with this? And we know, we know what they can do, but it's interesting being like, oh yeah, no, those assets that we're familiar with have come from this.
Yeah.
So yeah, the guys have been doing night shoots this past week. Bless them. It's why they can't be with us today. They did consider, hey, do we need to do you want us to call in to the live stream and stuff? Which I was like, if you can, fantastic. But then found out that they're doing the night shoots.
Oh no, get some
maybe
rest,
just
guys.
Get some rest. Yeah, we can. We'll hear all about it next time that they're on.
Man, when I saw that big above ground pool, I don't know if anybody else has watched season 2 of Light and Magic. It's the Industrial Light and Magic documentary on Disney Plus, and they have this big water tank that for pirates, and they were showing the miniature boats that they're in there. For a second there, I saw that, and I was like, oh my gosh. Are we going to see like Action VFX, like naval miniatures? Is that what we're about to? So fun, man.
Very cool. Yeah. No. And again, I was very jealous of the shoots that have gone out at the moment, but the night shoots probably not as much.
Yeah.
happy going to bed. But yeah, they've been filming everything out there, so it's at night. Particularly, it's clear that they're going for big fires. As you may have seen in the ticker, we have a bunch of fires that we're now adding in, such as like Molotov cocktails, bonfires. There's ground fires, new volume. We've got rain as well. Really nice to kind of be able to see the light and all those highlights kind of like trickling down. And then I guess removing the background. Post-production is going to be a big thing. Yeah. Once they come back, I believe that they've got another week. I could be wrong. I believe it's another week of shooting, and then very nice to kind of see everything come together.
Yeah, that's great.
But yeah, you can see everything kind of they're hard at work, doing what they can, capturing everything, and they've sent over a couple of videos as well for us to enjoy. So part 1 is kind of like showing some of the process of one of our assets, which I completely did not consider at all until I saw it. I went, oh, that makes sense.
They're not made by Magic?
They're not made by Magic.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, so here's a little glimpse behind the scene.
All right, one slightly higher one. Go ahead.
I didn't know that would be how we're doing our splats, splashes.
That's it. Nothing better than the real thing,
right? Yeah. So that was Gracie holding position and then waiting to just jump.
Just on one leg too. Wow. Right? All right.
It's very, very good. Like the balance, top job.
That's it.
We do all the leg work so you guys don't have to.
Man, you are just knocking them out of the park today. This is great.
It's the dad power happening,
That's it. Yeah, it's in full force.
I've got 2 kids now, so it's fully charged.
Yeah, I love it, man. That's great.
But I've also got a video of from Sam and Wyatt and what they've been doing, and it looks like Wyatt's been very, very busy. So here we go. Check it out.
Wyatt, in your own words, can you explain to me exactly what you're doing here?
I am a prop with a pulse. I am flagging the light with my body because I just happen to do it better than any piece of neg can. Making miracles happen.
How does it feel?
It feels like I finally have a purpose. I'm putting this on my resume.
So you did some complaining. What did we upgrade you to?
Foam pad. I was getting sore on my bum. No, I'm not.
Here at ActionVFX Ministries, we help those who are homeless and struggling. We have Wyatt here. He's new with us today. We've given him a job on set. He's we ran out of fabric, so he's just sitting here blocking light, but he's doing a phenomenal job. Thanks for being here, Wyatt.
You're doing the Lord's work.
It's only hour rate of 10, but I'm glad to be contributing.
We're paying him?
I paid like $500 to be here.
Sit back on. Just can't get any good help anymore.
Is this okay?
Pull your knees in.
Sorry.
There you go. Don't do it again.
Sorry.
Poor Wyatt, just getting
Right.
the screws put to him in the spirit of movie magic.
Right. I feel like they've probably put, because Wyatt is based in Nevada, and obviously he's come over to Tennessee to be a part of the shoot and stuff. And I'm wondering, like, have the guys put him through the ringer as like the new guy?
Hazed,
And,
yeah.
you know, we need you to go somewhere and get us a long wait. You know, see if there's any
That's it,
rainbow
guys.
paint, something like that. But yeah, it looks like at least they're having fun.
It looks like that even during
Yeah.
a night shoot, they're finding ways to have fun at Wyatt's expense. It's perfect. This is it.
Oh, listen. Have you ever done night shoots?
Yeah, no, they're brutal. In college, I went to SCAD, so we had a fun. I was a double major, so we had access to the film department and the VFX department. So it was a perfect way to kind of learn how everything was done. And we had a fun horror movie shoot that was on a farm in the middle of the night. We had some like explosions happening and all sorts of things. Didn't get home until 5 o'clock in the morning. All of those night shoots, they were cold and tiring, but I love them. There's this vibe in the air when the crew's there and big action's happening and everybody's kind of hurry up and waiting for everything. For the most part, you get to have some fun conversations. It's really fun.
No, there's kind of like a camaraderie with night shoots, as well
That's
as everyone gets a little bit delirious.
Yeah, a little bit punchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been on one for a sci-fi film, and we needed the streets empty, so they filmed that at night. And you're looking at the clock and seeing like it's about 5 a.m. and you've been up for 9 hours or so, and it's just going, I don't know what the sun starts coming out as you're going home, and that's a weird sensation. But while on set, you're just laughing. It's just getting a take, having a laugh with some crew and moving on. So I'm sure they're doing the same while capturing these assets.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like it.
It does. So and as we've highlighted, if it's been confirmed, there's one more week of production. So we'll keep people posted on what those assets are going to be. But if there's any requests during this phase, you've got a small window of time now. So let us know in the chat if there's anything that you'd like.
And not a miniature naval battle like I would ask them to do for that pool, because I don't think they have time.
I mean, for you, Doug, they might.
It'd be cool.
Just saying. Really cool. So the other thing that we've got going on is obviously the Discord challenge. For those that weren't aware, or I've seen some people in the chat asking how do you participate and things. Over on Discord, we've set up a new channel called, funnily enough, VFX challenges, as well as we've got submissions and things. So a new folder structure has appeared. Some of you may have noticed, and what we're doing with the challenge is basically every month we're going to introduce a new theme, and you have 3 weeks to basically create something using that theme. It doesn't have to be associated to a certain asset or anything. It's just kind of get creative and be a part of the community that we've got going.
That's cool.
As well as flexing some new skills, some talent and stuff, and just trying to improve collectively.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Embrace it too, guys, because like the limited resources, that's really a big part of VFX. You're never going to have everything you need, but you'll have enough, and the more creativity you put into it, I mean, the results are always amazing. I mean, just look at old school movies like Jaws. They wanted a working shark the entire way. It didn't work, so they only could have it for a few shots, and that made that movie magic. So it's can't wait to see what they do.
I think that's part of, like, you can. It's being scrappy.
That's it. That's all about
and we're fully accepting. It can be a shot. It can be a short. It can be just a 3D render. Anything that is associated to the theme, you can be a part of. You don't have a subscription or anything either. I think that's a big thing that I know may have probably put off a couple of people, and I can see in the chat as well, people saying, I've only got a free subscription. And you can still use the free assets that we have and create something cool. Even like, if you're doing things that are practical, that's great. That's really cool. And we want to see more of it. There will be like the consideration of maybe providing one asset that people can use if they want to really take part, if it's a theme that is a bit obscured in the future. But anyway, it's really cool. It's very exciting to kind of like, actually, I've been talking about these challenges and introducing them since I've joined, and I had my year anniversary on Monday. So it's like,
congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you. So it's like, now that we're here, we finally get to grow this. So yeah, we've just had our first one. It was aerial combat, and very kind of like, again, very exciting, kind of being like, okay, well, we had the F-16 and aerial explosions added to the Essentials catalog as well. So if anyone had access to that, it was a reason to kind of use them and put them into practice too.
Yeah.
So what could you win? Again, we're kind of starting out, the winners of these challenges, or this challenge anyway, will receive an ActionVFX t-shirt. They're pretty cool. They're very soft.
They're very soft. That's the first thing I noticed.
That is the big one that everyone talks about, is these t-shirts are incredibly soft, and I don't know what they're made of or why it fits me so comfortably. It's like, I don't know. I don't understand what this fabric is.
Yeah, big fan. Agreed.
It doesn't come off. As well as a choice of a variety pack. We've got so many now. We've added 3 new ones recently: ground impact, essentials, water impact toolkit, and the cinematic lens flares. That's you get to choose one of these and kind of be like, okay, how can you use them in the future? So and we knew, as this challenge grows and gets better, we're going to introduce more bigger prizes and, again, respond to you guys. So let us know what you'd like to see in the future too.
Yeah.
I can see in the chat, it's only a first place right now. So we are, and again, the more people take part, the bigger the prize pool will get, and the more people we can kind of reward as well. But right now, one prize, one prize of 2 things, a t-shirt and a choice of variety pack.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah, I would highly recommend, by the way, the Building Fire, or I am a huge lens flare nerd.
Yeah.
That lens flare pack has some really nice lens flares, especially those off-screen lens flares. If you mix lens flares with fire and you have, it just heightens the action of it. It's Yeah, I know. You only get one, so it's going to be
Yeah.
really hard to choose. But those are both really great packs.
Well, because I mean, I would have gone with Building Fire Essentials. Really good one. Like I had that before joining Action VFX as well, and now that I'm getting more into like explosions and kind of debris and stuff.
Yeah.
The ground impact is pretty good too. Like if you're into superheroes and stuff like that as well, I feel like it'd be really good to have.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we have a couple of things that we can go and review. I feel like, we can look at each one, provide some feedback and insights as well. I think would be really important. Yeah. And then we'll select our winner. We've gone through. So right, cool. First up, we have one from someone who is already disqualified. I'm sad to say.
Oh no,
because it's me. I couldn't help but want to take part, so I was like, I'm gonna make something. I'm gonna help. So here's what I did.
Oh, that's sick, man.
Thanks, man.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Little Action VFX crop circle at the very end.
That's
neat, man. That's a cool lens choice too that you did with the pull out.
Yeah, what's that? Not a dolly zoom, is it?
It's the vertigo effect. Yeah, right? That's what we always called it. Yeah.
Oh, you mentioned Jaws earlier as well, and that's used there too.
Yeah. It's a great effect. This is cool.
Yeah. I think my big thing was trying to emphasize speed. So I was like, trying to go with that. And this was all, I haven't got any BTS to show, but like I'm standing completely on a green screen for all of this. I'm actually in my garden just filming.
See, that's amazing. That's super cool.
I had fun with it. So that's very, that's the main thing for this challenge as well, having some fun. So that's me. I can't win. I'm very sad about it, but
you already got the t-shirt.
I've already got the t-shirt. I'm already a winner. So let's go on to some actual submissions. The following one is from on Discord. We only have first names. So this is from
one uniform, 40 legged.
Take a moment to load. I'm not sure if anyone has
one uniform, 40 legged.
Cool.
Are you getting some line?
That's cool. No, that's really neat.
Oh, hang on. I think I'm getting maybe my playbacks. Is it completed for you?
Yeah. Now we're seeing a cool breakdown.
Oh, okay. So for me, for some reason, it's paused. I'm very sorry, but I have already seen this one a couple of times, and I love the fact that they included a breakdown.
Yeah, this is neat. This is super cool. Yeah, I was wondering how much was CG, how much was plates. It's smart to include everything that's in the foreground. That's a big trick with VFX is you never want to stick to just one technique, right?
Yeah,
you want to mix and match. You want to blend together. That's where you get the realism. That looks cool, man.
It's really cool, and those explosions as well are really nice. And again, like one thing that we saw repeated a couple of times in like DMs and stuff is, do you need to use the F-16 and aerial explosions to take part? And it's like, no, not at all. They're just supportive assets if you have the essentials catalog. So I loved seeing this one come together because it's clearly like assets that they already had, and they were just like, let's create something cool. And I think that this is a really cool composite.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. And kudos too to like also not being afraid to blur your elements. There is always this drive, man, to like, you spend so much time in these CG assets. You have all this great texture, and there's always going to be that VFX supervisor that wants to see the money that they just paid for. And so kudos for like blurring it out, adding that realistic depth of field. really using it to tell a story. I think that's the thing I like most about this. It's the story throughout the entire thing. It's very cool.
Yeah, and again, I love a VFX breakdown too. So the fact that like they were deciding I'm going to include this too, just so you can see, it's like, yes, keep doing that as well, because that's only going to improve like your reel and practice and demonstrating how you can do things.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. One suggestion I would give, speaking of blur, they just showed that there with the muzzle flash. Weird things happen with the camera blur and really bright, sharp muzzle flashes.
Very good point.
They're always going to be a little bit sharper than you think. They're not going to be as blurred as everything else. I don't know if it's like a realistic thing, but you'll notice in movies, I think a lot of it's the action, the sharp, really big blasts of energy.
Yeah.
Always take those down, keep them a little bit more sharp, like 10 to 20%. And then all of a sudden your shot has this texture. It has a tooth, to it. That's kind of what it feels like.
Very cool.
Really neat.
No, nice. Yeah, no, so really great job, Jake. And I, thank you for taking part as well. Like, this is really cool to see.
Yeah, it's really great.
Next one is from Webbo. I would say.
This is aircraft control, Wolf 5. We have lost radar of the UFA.
Let me know if you can see anything, though, because I think I've got...
I got it, yeah.
This is Wolf 5. I've lost visual. No radar contact either. Wait a minute. I have the UFA in sight. Requesting permission to engage. Wolf 5. You have clearance to fire. Repeat. You are go for attack. Control, we have a bigger problem. I'm going to need backup.
Oh man, mothership.
Wolf 5, you're not alone. We are go for attack.
Holy cow.
Independence Day going on there.
Oh my gosh. Talk about a story. That's
very cool.
Kudos, guys.
Yeah.
Webbo, that is amazing. Really cool. Really, really neat.
Yeah. No, really good. Like you said, there's a story there as well and then we've got some pretty cool action. Just that shot as well, with it kind of like coming over the top, the aliens. Wonder where that alien ship has come from.
Space.
I meant the model, but yeah, good point. Yeah,
it's really cool.
And we did a tutorial on recreating a scene from Top Gun as well, and we did that shot with the missile going. So I'm really glad to kind of see that come. The
gun camera, yeah,
very cool. No, this is really, really cool that you managed to use the time effectively to create a story.
Yeah, really, really neat. Yeah, it's especially like shows off the asset too. Like you can really see these like gorgeous texture panel lines. The quality of the asset really kind of sings. Really solid, man. That would have been a great final project for any class in college. Like that's pretty amazing. There's some ways you can. I think one thing I'm lacking if we're constructively critiquing is I don't have speed. I don't feel speed. And a little tiny trick that, it's just because it's so high up. There's no parallax. There's no frame of reference for how fast you're going for some of those establishing side shots. Use those cloud assets, little puffs just kind of going by, just kind of clouds going by, gives you just something to track. And then you'll feel that really quick speed, because that's really what's fun about this story is the intensity, the quality of the assets, the story that you're telling. Really just knocked it out of the park, man. It's really cool. This guy wants a t-shirt.
he came to play.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, no, it really cool. And I think I've managed to do a couple of plane things now, and I think looking at we've got like a bit of a wobble on the axis rather than like position. I think if that was moved to basically float up and down and left and right rather than like, because it looks like it's kind of moving in the center.
Yeah.
Which is definitely something like, I have done before, and then took it like, okay, now this is how it kind of like float, especially like drifting side to side a little bit would be really nice subtle way of putting it in. But
that's what's so fun about visual effects is that like if you freeze framed any of these shots right here, just still, they sing like no notes, perfect, high quality, all that. But then like there's a whole other layer. Then it's the animation. Then it's the camera work. Then it's the zooming. It's all those little. We talked about that during the nuke course. That last 5%. Those are those last 5% little polishes that you'll spend weeks and weeks on, and those are really where it knocks it out, takes it over 100%. It's really really cool though. Really really neat.
Really cool. And just again going through, I can see heat distortion. You got sound effects in there. Kind of, like you said, just really came to play, really good, really impressive. So cool. We're now going to move on to games. Really quick one.
Love it. High action, man.
But that's one. This is using our practice footage library clips, and I feel like this is a really good composite.
Yeah, no, it's really solid. Like, look at so weird. I don't know if you can pause stuff. Not really. Just kind of.
I can do. Yeah.
Pause it right there. Perfect. All right. So see like those power lines, we'll call them, or those truss lines right there. He had to roto that out, and it's always going to be, if they're not done right, if they slip just a little bit, you'll see that bright white sky, coming back. Not there at all. Like a really solid matte. It feels like there's presence to it. Really, really cool, man.
Really quick eye from Doug there.
That's what it's all about, man. I can't watch movies anymore after 18 years of doing this. It's if there's an error, I'm gonna find it. It's just how it happens. But I love seeing those types of attention to details, because those again are core. Those are core compositing skills that you have to master to do those really cool shots. And I like too, he made this choice. I would have done the exact same thing with the blood squibs on the black jacket. Normally you would want something a little bit lighter so you could really sell the bullets going through. But he kept the blood a little bit darker, so you can see a quick read. You can tell that there's blood, and he tracked it. That's really it's really cool, man.
And I one thing as well is like that bullet spray being it's random and chaotic. Like you could have I feel like most people when they're starting out and stuff would make it almost like a straight line. But it's like, no, that would be the chaos of small little movements and things. Like that's a really nice touch.
Maybe next time he could add I know we have some blood splatter on the screen too. If you want to get gory, that could be neat. I don't know, little dirt from the foreground. Really feel the depth of the shot. Just by the lens framing.
Yeah, some dirt kicking up would actually be really nice.
Yeah. Just give you that, make it feel like a world. Make it feel like you have presence in it.
Yeah, or crack the lens as one kind of comes by.
Ooh, I like that too. See, that's cool. That's cool. This is what I love about VFX is it's how collaborative it is. I think a lot of people, when they're working remotely and they're not in a studio, these are the types of conversations you would have with your buddy at the desk. Like, hey, what do you think of the shot? Oh, that's really cool. Oh, that'd be neat if you did this. And it all just comes together. It's all these minds coming together to make these great shots. So I encourage everybody, like, simulate that studio atmosphere on the Discord. Go over there and share works in progress and get ideas from other people, because that's really a big part of VFX. It's working with others. It's bringing people up. It's collaborating on shots to make things better. Really fun.
We do we do have the share your work channel over on Discord if you want to like drop stuff in and obviously get feedback and things.
Yeah.
But one thing that we've been discussing is adding a hangout, so actually a voice chat or a video chat where people can actually go in and say like, I'm working on this and doing this thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Of interest to people, again, let us know in the chat, let us know on Discord in the feedback channel. We want to make it a place for everyone to be able to creatively improve and make cool stuff. So yeah, let us know. Cool. Okay, so now we're moving on to sorry, I'm going to say
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. We got everything you want. How do we know the names? We are the people that can find whatever you may need. If you got the money, honey, we got your disease.
All right.
Very cool.
Yeah, super cool. Yeah, this is another great example of the importance of animation. You can see a little bit of slippage. You can see great renders, really nice renders.
Yeah.
If it doesn't lock into the camera, it's going to feel automatically disconnected. It's the importance of those fine tuning in motion things,
Yeah, and I've seen a sneak of this on I believe it was actually on the Share Your Work channel. The helmet is practical. So she's gone in, removed the pilot, and then replaced it with a actual, sitting on a green screen, which I think is like just a really nice touch.
That is cool. No, I didn't even realize that was a practical effect.
Yeah.
That's neat. That's cool.
That's really nice touch. So yeah, really cool to see that come in. And like, I think that in terms of like aspects for like improvement and things, the camera track at the beginning seems like so the plane comes through and it seems like it's maybe not like aligned properly with
the perspective is weird. Yeah,
the perspective. But I think like with a minor tweak, I think getting the camera track of that shot would be tricky anyway with those trees and everything there.
Oh yeah,
getting that across, that would have been like ace.
Yeah. It's really neat, man. It's really, really cool. You've got a lot of people experimenting, trying things out. That's what I get really excited about. It's honestly, it's not about like, is this shot 100%? It's showing progression, and you can see people are playing, they're trying things out, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't. Really, really fun. Great job going in there, Kira, and playing around with the assets. Looks like you had fun.
Yeah, good job, Kira. And next we have Max.
I have so many questions about what type of gun he has at the beginning. That is a muzzle flash for a little gun, and then scale of the helicopter. It felt like it was huge, and then tiny, and then thank goodness he survived.
I like it. The one thing, like I love that it's a full sequence.
It's a story.
Yeah, really cool action, and I think that. I'm not sure if you remember, but last time you were on the live stream, we featured Max's work because he did
I do remember.
Yeah, you did. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
This is Max returning, and the one thing that I really stands out to me is that explosion when the helicopter comes down. That is amazing. That looks great.
Yeah. Last time, we gave him the note about the interactive lighting from the explosions, right?
Yeah.
And it looks like he incorporated that, which is really cool. Just scale. Think about scale. Whenever you're doing stuff, make sure that everything feels like it's an appropriate scale, just so because it was going so big, then small, then big, then small. Just that little tiny thought process when you're going through it, then you'll get this whole other level of the shot. But it looks like, Max, it looks like you had, might be your dad or a friend.
Yeah, I love
Kudos
that.
for getting out there and having some fun, filming some a cool action sequence. It looks like you had a blast, and it comes across. It's really fun.
I think that's when you're starting out and stuff, because I remember Max mentioning that last time when we were reviewing his work, that was like his first ever VFX shot. So the fact that he's now he's come back swinging with a whole sequence and like muzzle flashes, a plane, a helicopter, and all this, it's really great to see.
That's the passion. That's what it takes.
Yeah. Oh wait, hang on, sorry. So Max is in the chat as well.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah,
made in 2 days. Great, man. Honestly, yeah, really nice work.
Yeah, super cool, man.
Oh, Kira is also in the chat as well. Thank you. I can see like more. Sorry, the chat is like a one side for me, but yeah, I can see that many of you are actually in the chat right now.
Yeah,
James as well. Great. Yeah, thank you guys for taking part.
Yeah, it's super cool. And I love Max's shot too. Some of those muzzle flashes. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
a sharp muzzle flash gives you teeth to that gun, and it feels dangerous. I don't know. It looks really cool.
Really good. So cool. That is they're the ones that we're reviewing and stuff. So let's talk about winners. So with just to go through what's up for grabs once again. The winner of our first VFX challenge will be receiving their very own ActionVFX t-shirt. They're super soft, super comfy.
So jealous.
And a choice of a variety pack. So yeah, I want to start, I want to kind of like go into it, but also I kind of want to tease what's next first. So next month, let's talk about next month. As mentioned, we have new assets coming into the Essentials catalog. The M1A1 Abrams US tank and large-scale gas explosions. They're entering the Essentials catalog. So as kind of like what can we do? What theme can be based around these ones? We've got something. So here's our teaser for the theme of next month. This is exclusive only to this live stream. It will be fully announced on the 1st.
You guys get a head start.
You guys get a head start to think about stuff. So the theme will be
Blast Zone. All right.
So yeah, hope you guys get creative with that. But we'll talk, full list of prizes and timelines and stuff will be announced on Discord on the 1st. So stay tuned for that. We'll also be doing some other things, maybe YouTube announcements, emails, etc. But anyway, let's go back to this month's. So aerial combat. Who is going to be winning ActionVFX t-shirt and their choice of a variety pack? So they can go from the shootout crate, cinematic lens flares, ground impact essentials, water impact toolkit, building fire essentials, VFX starter pack. They can pick whatever they please. Yeah. So the winner is going to be Webbo.
Webbo. All right.
Congratulations, Webbo. So yeah, we can watch your entry once more because I feel like let's do it one more time. Hang on.
Need some popcorn. Over.
So here we go.
Control, Wolf 5. We have lost radar of the UFA. This is Wolf 5. I've lost visual. No radar contact either. Wait a minute. I have the UFA in sight. Requesting permission to engage. Wolf 5. You have clearance to fire. Repeat. You are go for attack. Control. gonna need backup. Wolf 5, you're not alone. We are go for attack.
Go get him, Wolf 5.
Get him,
Welcome
Wolf
to
5.
Earth.
welcome to Earth.
Welcome to Earth.
Webbo, congratulations. We'll be in touch very soon to discuss how you can get your prizes and, let everyone on Discord know what variety pack you're going to select as well. I'm sure everyone's kind of curious.
If he wants to fold this in for the next challenge, that ground impact, like you were saying, would be pretty sweet. I'd like to see what he do with it.
Oh, see, that's pretty good. So, really, really exciting. And, if you're on Discord, which I imagine like many watching will be, congratulate Webbo. I can see that the chat is now starting to congratulate as well, but let's move that onto Discord, let everyone know. Webbo, we've got some BTS as well. Do share it. We'd love to see it. But yeah, congratulations, man, on winning aerial combat.
Yeah. Now he has to defend his title. Now next challenge. Let's see what Webbo does, right, guys? He's raising the bar.
So once again, that the next theme, the head start that you guys get, I think we're actually we've got a week until the official announcement, so you do have a week head start from just attending these live streams. Blast zone, that could be anything from that's explosions, shockwaves, everything there. I mean, what gets your head racing right now, Doug?
Oh man, shockwaves. I'd love to see some people, like, if you ever have like high speed footage of shockwaves, I would love to see somebody play like kind of how you were playing with lensing, but also play with frame rates. I think that'd be pretty neat if you saw like something kind of start really fast and then you just saw all the detail.
Yeah.
Of a shockwave blasting out with a sweet distortion. Full on Mythbusters. Let's just see explosions, right?
Really cool. I think.
How about you?
I got to do that trailer that you saw with the tank, which was really fun to make. I think at some point, if enough people are interested, I may do a workshop during this challenge to kind of say this is how I made that, because it was really simple to put a tank down, add in the explosions. But one thing that I added for like additional weight was getting going into Blender and making a volume, and then just kind of like expanding that as like almost the trigger for why dust assets start flicking up. So that was again, if people are interested, let us know, and we'll kick off that Discord Hangout channel with that possibly. So
that's fun.
Be very cool. So all of that to come. Good luck, everyone. If you're wanting to take part, if you're new and you want to contribute to the next month's challenge, then make sure that you're part of our Discord. It's getting, it's building. It's getting really big now. Thank you very much for being here today, Doug.
Oh, my pleasure, man. This is a blast getting to like I said at the beginning, I love this stuff. So this is not work to get to talk about it. And thank you for everybody sharing all your work too and participating in the challenge. It's really neat to see the creativity that's out there, and also like me super jealous. I didn't grow up with all these amazing free, like Blender did not exist. It was Maya, and it was expensive. We didn't have, essential catalogs like we have at ActionVFX with all these great assets, both 2D and 3D to play with. You guys have an amazing toy box just to kind of go in and do some neat VFX shots. It's really fun to see.
Yeah, no, I can't believe that, like, seeing the talent that comes into like share your work and on Discord and stuff, or getting tagged in work. It's just insane, and I love seeing these the breakdowns that we've seen and stuff like that, of like how the assets are used and positive. Let's keep them coming.
And the stories. I would not have expected that. Like, honestly, like that's a more of an advanced aspect of this, is like what is the story of the shot, and then like to string it together with good sound design, you know, good voiceover.
Yeah.
It really just,
Yeah,
you know,
adds.
what it
Yeah.
does. And I think it's great people are throwing their passion into it, because if it's just a still, it's got, you know, it looks great. If it's
Yeah.
just a silent, you know, with no background music or anything like that, it just feels a little bit, you know, less. And so they're putting it together in these really fun little shots and telling the story. It's really cool.
Yeah, and again, it's like the attention to detail stuff as well that we've gone over. Like James doing that roto or going through those little touches to kind of improve work is, yeah. Again, it's just impressive to see the levels that people are at. And I know that people in Discord are very young too. You know, most of the audience are kind of starting out and stuff. We've already talked about Max.
Man,
if
so
I
cool.
had that skill back, you know, way back when I was young.
Yeah. Well, it makes me really excited about the future of VFX. You know, it's no secret. It's been a rough couple of years. I don't know if you've heard. Have you read the news?
Oh, yeah, I may have heard whispers.
Yeah, it's been really rough. And, you know, it broke my heart early on when seeing like going on, you know, go on Reddit, you know, the VFX forums on there, and just like younger artists coming on saying like, should I even bother? Like, it looks really bad, guys, but you can tell they love it.
Yeah.
And it's so neat to see, you know, these artists going in there and doing these shots just because they love it.
Yeah.
And they're playing and they're trying things out. And, you know,
I think
it's great.
It's hungry. I think that's the big one. And it's like, I remember being, you know, starting out and following like Film Riot and everything too, or Video Pilot too. And just being like, I'm going to stay up until it's 2 a.m. because I want to learn how to, you know, crash a spaceship or, you know, punch my friend through a fence or
get those ideas out of your head and onto the screen. And now it's more easy now to do those cool shots than it ever has been before. So it's a weird time, but you know, to get in there, it's a turbulent time. But as somebody who's been doing this for quite a while, I can tell you it's not the first time the VFX industry has been through a turbulent time. It's kind of part of it. So it's waves you learn to ride. And if you can keep that hunger, if you can keep that fun, then you're going to have a really long career and doing this stuff. And, you know, it's really, thank you guys for sharing it, because it's really nice to see, to get to share in that and see it.
I think there's a big aspect to this where it's like we get to see these people submit stuff, create stuff, and hopefully go on. You know, we want to be a part of growing people's careers, and we get to say we knew them when. It's wonderful. Yeah,
it's a huge part of it, guys. It's the mentorship, it's the apprentice aspect of it. It goes back to the early days. And utilize the Discord, because honestly, the biggest thing you're going to get from there is probably sharing your work and getting critiqued, and also learning how to critique. It is not easy, because we're so, you know, it's an art. You're personal. Like you work really hard on those shots. And when you can start learning how to communicate with other artists about how to improve something, or something you need help with, or something you love. I mean, that's all part of what makes VFX. And that's why I love it so much.
Yeah. Great. And well put, Doug. Yeah, no, thank you. Where can people find you, Doug? Where can, you know?
Oh, weird. Yeah. Where am I right now? You guys can find me over on LinkedIn. I love hearing from you guys. Just you know, search for Doug Hogan on there and you'll see me. We're over on the VFX Talk Discord as well. On my LinkedIn, you can find a direct link to there. Come and join us. We've got a lot of ActionVFX guys on there as well. And it's just about it's a free Discord that you guys can go on and talk to other artists that are working in the industry, everywhere from ILM to the mom and pop down the road. Like, it's open to everybody, students, and just to talk and collaborate and share news and techniques. So you can find me hanging out over there, and over on FX PhD, I'm writing some fun articles for them coming up that I'd love for you guys to check out. They're really neat. And then on the YouTube, keep commenting on the ActionVFX YouTube. I go in there and check the comments if you guys have questions.
Good.
Well, I know I do the bad thing. I shouldn't check the YouTube
comments.
No,
it's great.
And I'll go on there and I'll answer your questions as you have them. So just You can find me all over the place.
Good. Yeah, we appreciate you, Doug. And yeah, so thank you for joining us today. Thank you all for watching as well. It's been a really great show. And yeah, so we've got another one. We do these every month now, last Thursday of every month. So
Cool.
We'll see you guys in May, but we'll be chatting on Discord. And yeah, speak soon. All right, cool.
Great, guys.